Wells uses the screen. Can't get it. Another chance here for Arkansas. Daniels tries to do it herself.
10-footer. Big bucket there by Lavender Briggs. And it stays a 5-point deficit for the Gators.
This is where Florida's got to defend, though. I mean, that's just poor.
It's Monique Billings with a quick move, but Katie Collier there to clean the board, and Kelsey Plum off and running. And nobody stops ball.
Rattles out. Scott gets a hand on the rebound, but Arkansas from the floor picks up the rebound. It is Golden, 2-on-2 once again, never stopped, all the way to the rim, lays it in.
Fasula and the 6'5" junior.
Robinson's out of the game. And the three by Toll.
But she has really been working on her game, coming in and getting extra shots. Tried to get to the rim. Nice run of the floor by Thomas ahead of the pack. Lays it up and in for.
Not so good. Back half of the shot clock also pretty good as Cuevas Moore is starting to get her flow going. They send that ahead, a wide open look.
Actually, in basketball, you look on men's and women's side, there is a lot of talent in the state, and when you grow up here, especially.
It's like, oh, you blocked my shot the last time. I'm going to take it right back at you, the same person, and see if I can change it up. Oh, lefty pass to.
Focus. So there's not a whole lot as a coach you can do about that other than just to preach it and try to put your team in a position.
Childress for three, no good. She's missed her first 2 triple tries. She's the team leading scorer in that department as well. Golden, good cut by Thomas in the finish.
Top of the key, that's Sabrina Haynes answering the transfer from Arizona State.
These are the 2 top teams, three-point shooting teams in the SEC, so they're going to look to shoot it up really early. But Daniel.
You at the free throw line. They have missed their last 3 in a row. They're just a 60% free throw shooting team. Those are a lot of quote-unquote free points that they are leaving on the board. Nice attack of the rim, laid up and in by Golden.
Westbrook with the go-ahead free throw. Arkansas chooses not to call the timeout. Here comes Monk. 6 seconds to go. Monk pulls up for the jumper, hits it! Arkansas with the lead with 3 points.
Espinoza Hunter coming in. That offensive rebound ties up the ball game.
Those plays like that is what has helped Espinoza Hunter get more minutes this season.
Nice take back.
She's their top 3-point shooter, leading the team in 3-pointers made and attempted, and she's not going to pass an open look like that, but just trying to find her range.
Down Anya Galibo. 2 best 3-point shooting teams in the
about it, takes a dribble, comes in a little bit closer and rattles it in. Matharu, the 5-star recruit out of Washington, D.C., right back on the other end, running the floor so.
The 3 games in 7 days as Taya Cooper knocks on that is an important bucket for her to get going here in this second half. But some of that fatigue from those games, I mean, this is a draining schedule in the SEC.
And a heady play by Haley True.
Eric, we're seeing one of the better games right now by Amber Smith this month. I should say this month in SEC.
Dungy.
Interesting because that Carter right there, we're not used to really seeing her go that out of control.
Toll-free, looks good, is good.
You know, every season's unique. And they have the ability to get better in this season, and I think we're seeing some examples of it here today.
Kick out into the corner. Ramirez all by.
Blackwell ends the run. Ramirez answers right back.
Morrell taking it. Baseline was hers. And you give him
to Corey muscling against Osahor, and here comes Plum again. McDonald to Romeo. Finally,
Johnson open. Monk with a rebound.
It's good offense for Alabama. Good shot. Good pass.
Taylor Thomas had a couple of those baskets.
Now they're out of that 2-3 zone the last possession.
Rebound for Thomas. Arkansas comes down the floor, a chance to get it below double digits on this possession. Golden goes by the defense and does it.
Yeah, she only had 23 and 10 yesterday.
Is that all?
That's it. Pretty good night.
At this point, Mary, what is the next plan? As Brown turns it over, Osahor with the steal. Just dig your way out, 2 and 3 points at a time, but you cannot.
That shot doesn't get to the iron. Golden not afraid to put it on her hip, go to the rim, and score.
But what you got to be happy about, these are all shots within their offense, and they're decent shots. They're open shots, so they're going to keep taking them.
That's Monk's shot. She needs to hit that. She'll coax it in.
Nice basket for Love.
Such a solid job at getting the ball in under control and controlling her body.
Golden with the Hubbard from distance, nothing doing. Thomas with the rebound.
How fast they get down the floor.
Mason just hit from that spot and hit again.
And then Ramirez.
Shot clock down to 2, down to 1, and a turnover for Auburn. Golden to Ramirez, green light blinking now.
Dungy scored on one end. Toll-free running for the Razorbacks again. Daniels, does that hot hand continue into the second half?
Howard, good catch and finish. And Mike Neighbors, the head coach for Arkansas, credited Toll-free for maturing and really knowing how to balance her life out as far as games, practice time, whatever she's doing off the floor, and it showed in her play.
Doesn't have to do it all when she has Amber Ramirez added to the lineup and Alexis Toll-free's improvement. They're dangerous.
Yeah, it was interesting talking to Toll-free, and when she said, looked at last season.
Look at that pass!
And there's Breitzman. Pretty nifty.
Looked like a travel. We'll count it though.
Toll-free hit an earlier 3. Good find. Dungy trying to get on track from 3-point range.
And all the way to the rim for Vanderbilt.
And Coy Love coming right in the game and looking to score. She plays with such confidence.
First basket of the game.
Mizzou finds Frank fading away. Ramirez open in the corner instead. The scoop layup.
2 games. Tries to get it going to start the 4th quarter, and a rebound for Dungy.
But I like the play call out of the timeout by Ole Miss. Getting
Dungy with the left hand, the finish.
Good hustle defensively to get back by Michaela Daniels. Dungy up, under, back.
Look at a three. Toll free up the right side. Dungy guarded by Jennings. And Dungy is really good. That's her first field goal. Cuevas more. Big three. That is only the second three hit by South Carolina in this game. And then Dungy, which
here against Washington in their only matchup unless they see each other in the Pac-12 tournament.
Go man to man. They didn't feel like the zone was being effective. They didn't feel like they were getting anything out of the zone. So we'll see if they make a shift on defense.
Dungy before Auburn.
Toll-free tracks down the long rebound. Hogs have some numbers if they hustle. Toll-free.
Nice
Dungy.
pass.
Uh-oh. Yep.
Point advantage. And Mason steals the ball. 6 turnovers now for Tennessee. They just, as Holly Warlick said, in the Alabama game, looked stuck in the mud, and Dungy.
(66-56) Iowa State. Back up 10. Toll-free crosses over on Johnson, gets past her, lays it up and in.
Get the double-double.
She's scoring all the points now.
Points are coming easy. Dungy to the rim. There's the scoop and another hit. 3-guard lineup with Monk, Mason, and Toll-free. Malika probing. Foot on the line for Jalen Mason.
When there's so many weapons on the other team, and it just seems like even when you play good defense and you want to give your team something to go on, they knock down a 3.
How about that pass to Williams from Golden?
Maybe that will get her going into the second half. Needed something to fall. She got a good look right there and made it count.
How about that? In this fourth quarter.
I mean, they've had open shots. They got to be able to knock down some shots and get some stops defensively. They haven't been able to effectively stop Georgia. That'll help right there. And I think if you're Georgia, you're...
It's the only other free throws shot by Cyclones today. Got to get to the free throw line more often than that.
Carlton makes both free throws. Dungy working on Wise. Gets past for the rim, lays it up, and a foul on Wise.
Per game, that's her first dish of the game.
I thought Taja Cole in their first meeting was a big difference maker, not just from the stats.
Both free throws.
I walked in last night, and Arizona State came in for 45 minutes, and the majority of it was free throw shooting.
Dungy hits the 3, and Arkansas.
Monk found a wide open path to the rim. Of course, the Southland Conference, 13 teams. It spreads all over Texas, Louisiana. Monk probing, Monk scoring.
69-56 with 5.5 minutes to go. Arkansas has come back to take the lead.
Kentucky scored just 2 points so far in this quarter. Arkansas just 3. Daniels with the
Ramirez, Dungy, you're going to get to know them even better at halftime with a great feature we have, along with Daniels and Thomas with their first possession. Toll-free up and under with the first score. Golden in traffic makes it.
And if you can get those opportunities when you're open to knock down your open shot, You see and you hear the crowd going crazy.
Ramirez off the screen from Thomas.
Toll-free with it. Little runner in the lane, gets it to go.
Fine by Ryan Howard, who draws the double team.
Patterson started her collegiate career at Texas, where she was the preseason Big 12 Freshman of the Year. Toll-free is...
But staying true to form, Kelly Harper said she was going to get the ball inside. So thank you for that.
Only won 3 national championships as a player at Tennessee. Amber Ramirez.
If executed properly, because when you see big time upsets, that's usually what it comes down to, is forcing a lot of turnovers. And he said absolutely, but we've really been harping on that for the past few days, saying if we execute, that's the way per contest, and showing it here early.
You're seeing Northwestern, they're picking up the pressure on the make just to try to slow that transition down.
What a
influence in Ryan Howard's career.
That's a good putback.
Toll-free with it. Little runner in the lane, gets it to
Toll-free, but we'll keep an eye on the Ramirez-Carter dynamic as we go along. Trying to work inside. That is not necessarily a strength for our...
Says, hey, you're making your presence felt inside. You're on the glass. Very, very positive. First point.
Which they beat twice, and over Kentucky, which they were successful over once. All 3 of those games were really close. Toll-free, perfect pass. Nice pass. Beautiful screen.
Ramirez drops it in.
She was hoping for a traveling call as she was skipping back up the court. But the foul was called on her. Corner 3.
A couple of top 25 opponents here in SEC play. Pull-up jumper gets the...
Here to start the college career. Burst onto the scene, 27 points in her 3rd career game, and named the SEC Freshman of the Week as a result of it after the win over Oral Roberts earlier in the season.